Mommy. Welcome to Nighty Night Stories. Today, we're going to hear a wonderful bedtime story. Are you ready? Let's get started.
The Invisible Paintbrush. In a little town nestled between rolling hills and sparkling rivers, there lived a young artist named Eliza. She was known far and wide for her beautiful paintings, which brought the town's colorful gardens, tall trees, and bustling markets to life on canvas. But despite her talent, Eliza always felt like something was missing from her art, something magical. One sunny morning, as Eliza was sketching by the river, an old man with a long gray beard approached her. He had twinkling eyes and a gentle smile. "You have a gift, young one," he said, peering at her half-finished painting. "But I see you're searching for something more." Eliza nodded. "I want my art to capture not just what we see, but what we feel. I want to paint the magic that lies beneath the surface of the world." The old man chuckled softly. "Then perhaps I can help." He reached into his cloak and pulled out a simple-looking paintbrush. It was old and worn, with bristles that seemed to shimmer faintly in the sunlight. "This is no ordinary brush," he explained. "It's invisible to everyone but the artist who wields it. With it, you can paint the unseen magic of the world." Eliza stared at the paintbrush, her heart racing with excitement. She reached out and took it carefully. "Thank you," she exclaimed. But when she looked up, the old man had vanished as mysteriously as he had appeared. Determined to try out her new brush, Eliza hurried home to her studio. She dipped the invisible paintbrush into her paints, though she wasn't sure what would happen. At first, it seemed like nothing was different. But as she began to paint, strange and wonderful things started to appear on the canvas. She painted a meadow, and as the colors bloomed across the canvas, tiny sparkles of light began to dance in the air. The flowers she painted seemed to sway gently, even though there was no breeze. When she painted the sky, soft golden beams of sunlight shimmered with a warm glow that made the whole room feel brighter. And when she painted the river, its waters sparkled like diamonds, flowing with a gentle hum that Eliza could almost hear. The magic of the paintbrush didn't just bring her paintings to life, it revealed the hidden wonders of the world. Eliza painted all day, and by evening, her studio was filled with paintings that glowed with an enchanting light. Each one captured not just the beauty of the town, but the magic that had always been there, waiting to be seen. News of Eliza's magical paintings spread quickly through the town. People came from all over to see her work, marveling at the way the flowers seemed to bloom, the rivers sparkled, and the skies glowed. But no one could explain how she had done it. One day, a little girl named Sophie came to visit Eliza's studio. She stared in awe at the paintings, her eyes wide with wonder. "How do you make them look so magical?" Sophie asked. Eliza smiled, kneeling down to the girl's height. "The magic was always there," she said gently. "I just needed the right tool to help me see it." Sophie looked up at her, her eyes shining with excitement. "Do you think I could paint magic, too?" Eliza handed Sophie a small canvas and her invisible paintbrush. "You don't need this brush to find magic," she said softly. Just look closely, with your heart, and you'll see it everywhere. Sophie carefully dipped the brush into the paints and began to create her own masterpiece. As she worked, a smile spread across her face. She didn't need magic to make her painting special, it was already there, in the way she saw the world. From that day on, Eliza shared her paintbrush with anyone who wanted to try. But she always reminded them that the true magic came not from the brush, but from within. The invisible paintbrush had shown her that the world was full of wonders waiting to be revealed, and she would never look at her art, or the world, the same way again. It looks like our little one has already drifted off to dreamland. May your dreams be filled with joy and adventure.